So welcome back, guys. It has been a while since I have done one of these kind of videos. It is kind of an update video for the store and what's been going on since COVID started. Luckily, I have got a job that allows me to continue working from home. It means I've been allowed to work at the store during my normal hours when I'd be at the office. On top of that, I don't have to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning to go into the office. I get up, let's say 7:30. That gives me an extra hour to do something in the morning time. So I've been locking myself in the bedroom as my wife would cook breakfast for us. I'd play games. So that allowed me to get through a few PS4 games. I want to go over those with you. One of the cool things that I've been able to do, play for about an hour, then start working, come home, play for about another hour. So I'd get a couple of hours a day in playing games, and allowed me to beat some of these really long, arduous RPGs. The first one I completed during this time was Dragon Quest XI. I put over 100 hours into this game. I have not beat the final boss. I beat the main story. Then there's an extended story. That's what I'm currently working on. But it's over 100, like 110 hours into this game. What an amazing RPG this was. I can't say how awesome. I mean, this is just one of the best role-playing games I've ever played. Highly recommend this game. After I completed this one, I started another series that I talked about in my last pickups video 18 months ago. That was the Dot Hack GU series. So there's 4 adventures in this, 3 from the original when they were originally released on PS2. Then a 4th one that's only a couple hours long, but it kind of wraps everything up for you. Put right under 100 hours into this game. Another really cool game. I also own this on PC. So at some point I might actually play it on PC as well. Another highly recommended game. Gets a little repetitive throughout the whole series, but it's got a decent story. So I enjoyed playing this one as well. The last one that I completed, and I've got the sequel for this game to play as well. That is Dragon Quest Builders. Another really cool game. One I was really highly anticipating playing because I seriously love Minecraft. And this is kind of like that, I guess, with the Dragon Quest world. I hear my buddy tells me the sequel for this is even better than the original. So I can't wait to play that. I'll probably put about 40 hours into this, 40 to 50 hours into this one. Some point I will start the second one and play it as well. So another really cool game. So those are the ones I beat. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the store. When COVID happened, well, let's back up a little bit more. Back in February, I got sick. I had a low-grade fever. I may have had it. It's hard to say. I didn't go get tested because at that time they were saying stay, quarantine yourselves. If you're not super sick, don't go see a doctor. So, within a week or two, I felt better. I had low-grade fever. I had, runny nose and all that stuff, sore throat. But it went away. And the store, we may have closed for like 2 days down in Florida, in Pasco County. They weren't real strict on closing stores, so we just basically did what the local government said to do. We put up the sign, mask required. You had to social distance if you could. Coming in here, we only allowed like one family in at a time for quite a few months. And during this time, because people had nothing to do, they came in and bought video games. So during that time, we did really well. Now it's like mid-November. So October to November was a little slow for us, but before then, everything was doing really, really good for us. A lot has changed in the store as well. So now, guys, let me give you a little tour of the store. So first things first, we kind of took over some of the space where the DVDs were at. They're not selling real well. We used to sell them for $2. Now they're like $1 a piece for just regular DVD movies. We've taken the space, cut it into about half of what we used to do, and just kind of expanded our games a little more. Again, people just aren't buying DVDs nearly as much. I think we do fairly well because we're in Zephyr Hills, so there's a good retirement community here. So the older crowd kind of deviates toward DVDs as opposed to like streaming services. So this is like just the dollar DVDs, and up above, these are like our $2 movies on the next shelf. and then $5 like DVD box sets on the top two shelves. Also, on top of that, we did something that helped us out tremendously. We basically, our Blu-rays used to be on this next to top shelf. Nobody would hardly ever buy them because they were so far up and nothing was flipped around. So now we've taken these two shelves about midway, flipped the Blu-rays around, and now they've been selling really, really well. Something else we're doing is we're stocking drinks and like mochi and snacks in here. The anime guy, before he left, he did fairly well on them, so we've continued to do this, and people still come in and get, you know, mochi as well as, you know, Pocky and things of that nature. They still sell fairly well in the store. And probably 4 or 5 months ago, we got our posters in. We bought a lot of what the anime guy had. When those got down, we went ahead and placed another order. We ordered about 3,000 posters in. These are the packs that have like 8 posters in them. We sell them for like $10. So 8 for 10, that's not bad, I don't think. They're really good quality too. A lot of animes. Here's some more down here. A lot of the current animes we have poster packs for. Then we also have our loose posters we sell for $2 a piece. Basically, I just open up some of the packs, separate them out, label them fairly nice, and put them out for people to buy. This is kind of the area we just have a big stack of them, of different posters for people to dig through, because people always love to dig through stuff. And we still carry our anime figures. They still do fairly well. We got some here. We also have some up top here. Then we've got a whole set of My Hero Academia figures right here. So another area we have expanded tremendously on are our pops. We have a place where we can get them at a fairly decent price. So we got some here, got a few there. This whole area right here is nothing but pops. We also have a couple 6 and 10 inch figures up top here. We've even got some of the discounted pops down below here. And over here are our more expensive pops. Got a few of those in here as well. So during this pandemic, it has been almost impossible to keep systems in stock. We're actually doing fairly well right now. An Xbox, a GameCube, PS1, PS3, 360. And we've got some aftermarket systems as well. I think that is an FC Twin down here. That's a U system. But again, it's almost impossible, especially handhelds, to keep in stock because everybody wants a handheld during this time. So now I'm just going to kind of give you a rundown of the handheld games we have. Got some pretty decent ones. We just put some nice DS and 3DS games out in the last couple days. Here we got some Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. But of course, we still have our wall of games here. Something that's kind of nice. We are finally starting to get a few more PS4 games in. Typically, we only have 4 to 8 games. We've got close to 30 now, which is actually really nice. We also carry anime DVDs. Have a place where I'm able to get those at a decent price to be able to resell them. Also, we have a nice selection of manga. In the last probably 3 months, we've probably gotten close to 200 manga in to replace ones that have sold here more recently. And finally, I thought I would show you our better cases here. If I can get out of that glare. Got some pretty decent stuff in here. There's a sealed copy of Xenoblade Chronicles. Got Shenmue for Dreamcast. Got Turtles in Time for Super Nintendo. Yep, we've got a Game Boy player. Unfortunately, it's a PAL version. Xbox One Elite controller. some Xbox and Xbox 360 games. Now let's go to the other side. And there you go. We've got PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4 games in here. A couple sealed JRPGs. I get straight from Square. Got some more PS2 games down here. Also down below as well. And yep, that is NCAA Football 14 for the PS3. Quite an expensive game. Alright guys, I do appreciate you watching. There will be more videos, hopefully more regularly now, as I'm getting a nice system together to where I can actually do videos. Again guys, thanks for watching.